This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. Recently, there has been a lot of talk about the fluctuating Rolex market. Certain sought-after models, particularly those no longer in production, and they have been selling for soaring prices in resale markets. However, there are indications that this trend might not persist. Analysts foresee a possible correction, suggesting that the inflated prices could decrease in the future. Instead of solely considering Rolex watches as investments, some collectors suggest focusing on the pleasure of owning and wearing a finely made timepiece. In this video brought to you by the Luxury World, we will explore the current state of the watch market and everything you know about the art of watch collecting. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, we invite you to do so now to stay updated on our upcoming videos. For quite a long time, we have never witnessed the level of volatility we have seen in the last couple of years, and we believe it is largely due to people attempting to invest in watches. Some people see better value in purchasing watches or assets rather than simply saving money. However, everyone has their preferences, and we will not delve into that debate. What we want to address is the price volatility in the watch market, where prices are reaching astronomical levels that do not truly reflect their worth. Before we delve into this topic, we want to clarify one thing. The surge in watch prices is not directly caused by people investing in watches. Many keep emphasizing not to invest in watches and instead buy what you love. And we agree on this statement: buy what you love. But you cannot dictate whether someone should or should not invest in watches because there is potential value if you know what you are buying. The issue here lies with people trying to flip watches and labeling them as investing. When we think of an investment, we have two things, which are the long-term and short-term investments. However, what is happening now is people believe they can buy anything and make a profit tomorrow. As a result, they are searching for any reason why watches' price might increase. They have forgotten the core principles of investing in watches, which is to buy something with a rich history, something that looks appealing, something you believe will be timeless, and perhaps, one day, it might pay off while you enjoy it. What people are looking for now are any possible, often trivial reasons. For example, one of the worst is when they say, "This watch is going to be discontinued in a month or two," or worse still, "This dial is going to be discontinued." It is absurd when people start speculating about the discontinuation of dials or watches. It could be any modern watch, and suddenly people start thinking that since this model has been discontinued, it will become an opportunity to become a pure investment. But that is not the case. Since when would you look at a stainless steel and gold watch and think, "This is investment grade. This is where we should put our money"? People usually focus on special models with significance to a brand, whether it is Rolex, Patek Philippe, or any other renowned name. Not every watch is a sound investment, and not all of them appreciate quickly. We want to emphasize that discontinuing a model is not always positive. Sometimes it is just as well. When a model is not performing well, its discontinuation is more of a relief than a loss of a hot commodity. To give you the best example, let us talk about a watch from Rolex which has recently been discontinued. The Rolex Daytona 126529 LeMans has been discontinued, and that is where we want to focus now. It has been the talk of the town, the white gold Rolex Daytona LeMans edition. Rolex confirmed the discontinuation of the LeMans model at Watches and Wonders 2024. It is priced significantly higher than a white gold Daytona, yet the differences are minimal. Some might argue that these minor differences matter in the world of Rolex, perhaps linking back to its heritage. But what about the resale price of this watch? It has reached a bizarre point. While the LeMans is highly desired among collectors, it may not have met Rolex's sales expectations. If demand was not strong enough, Rolex might decide to stop producing it to concentrate on their core Daytona models. Rolex could have strategic motives for discontinuing the LeMans, like clearing space for a new, even more exclusive Daytona model in the future. Just before its discontinuation, it was priced at around £150,000 to £180,000, but now that it is discontinued, prices are soaring. They are finding no reason to charge exorbitant amounts for watches. What is worse is that people are willing to pay these prices. Let us now talk about why this watch is a hot item for watch collectors. This watch was a special release to celebrate the 100th anniversary of LeMans race, making it inherently collectible. This luxurious watch features an 18-karat white gold case, a black Cerachrom bezel with a tachymetric scale, and a sunburst black dial with white snailed counters. The dial also features a red 100 inscription at the 6 o'clock position, a nod to the race's centenary. It is powered by the Rolex Caliber 4130, a self-winding chronograph movement with a 72-hour power reserve. The watch is completed by an oyster bracelet with a folding oyster lock clasp. Due to limited production, its value is likely to hold strong or even increase over time. The combination of white gold case, black ceramic bezel with red 100 detail, and exhibition case back sets it apart from other Daytonas. For fans of endurance racing and LeMans, this watch is a tribute to the history and prestige of the event. This is an extremely expensive watch, with retail prices likely well above what you would find for a standard Daytona. Expect a significant premium on the secondary market. We're talking about a modern watch here. Yes, it had a one-year run, but it is still a modern watch. £250,000 is enough to buy property somewhere, build a beautiful collection of watches, or even get a gold Rolex Daytona 6265 and still have money left over for more watches. Why are people buying this just because it was discontinued after a year? We believe this watch could be a worthwhile investment at its retail price or a bit higher, but not at $250,000. You're paying what it might return in 50 years. We believe in buying heritage and good models. And when we say good models, we mean from an investor's perspective. Yes, you can invest in some modern watches. There are some that you can buy and put away, but who would pay 5 times the retail price for a watch purely because it was discontinued? This is a worrisome scenario about which we are talking. While some view it as an investment, remember it is a luxury good. If you primarily want a Rolex to wear and appreciate the craftsmanship, there might be better options for your budget and taste. Ultimately, the decision of whether to buy a Rolex watch and other watches depends on your priorities and budget. Nowadays, any watch that comes out and gets discontinued, people start asking for a premium. What is going on? Rolex could release a banana and discontinue it, and that banana would fetch a premium. People are silly enough to pay extra for a banana with a Rolex stamp on it. If you are paying £250,000 for a Daytona that came out just a year ago and is now trading at Paul Newman prices, you only have yourself to blame when you go to sell it. Discontinued Rolex models and some other luxury brands are a major factor. Their limited availability fuels a collector's market where prices can soar on the secondary market. This trend has led to some questioning the value proposition. Are these watches primarily seen as investments or status symbols, rather than timepieces to be enjoyed? We all know that discontinuations are a natural part of the watch industry's product cycle. While enthusiasts might scramble for discontinued models, the overall market for new releases from established brands remains healthy. Overall, the watch market is adaptable. While discontinued watches can create a stir, the industry offers a wide range of options for everyone, from luxury enthusiasts to simple watch collectors. Always remember, rather than buying solely for investment, buying a watch you genuinely like and will wear is still the best way to practice. What are your impressions on the topic that we shared in this video? If you enjoyed the video, we would appreciate it if you let us know by leaving a comment and giving it a thumbs up. Do not forget to follow our channel for more content. Thank you for watching The Luxury World, and we look forward to having you join us in our upcoming videos.